is an idea, a thought, a dream, or a feeling that you had.
Space, because we're the only life form that allows love and hate and everything. And we've got
It could have just been there 1 second and they've just seen it. Or it could have been there thousands and millions of years. Because you don't know.
in that shape, because they're not that shape anyway, they're just balls of fire. And look, yeah, so how can they call them stars?
At Leighton Primary School in Crewe, children from years 4, 5 and 6 are discussing questions on the theme of wonder.
They look different, don't they? They give you joy.
This philosophy club was started by Lindsay Coleman, a Year 3 teacher and Leighton's Extended Services Manager.
Right, thank you philosophers. Who'll offer their theories first?
Could pick wonder as in an idea, because
Lindsay was encouraged to pursue her interest in a philosophical approach to learning by the head and deputy head. The impact of the club on children's literacy at Key Stage 2 has been significant.
because it's like the tallest building of the world.
There's been a big impact on speaking and listening skills, how the children communicate with each other, communicate to the reader in their writing, non-fiction work through their report writing, giving balanced arguments, justifying their opinions, giving reasoning from real life situations.
When you see a picture of the Earth taken from space, do you wonder more at the space around the planet or at the planet itself, or that humans are able to photograph it from space?
So that's a big, long question, 3 parts. Off you
Lindsay's
go. 2
research
minutes.
into philosophical inquiry is one of a number of specialist projects undertaken by individual members of staff at Leighton. 2 of the teachers are studying under the Leaders for Tomorrow programme run by the National College for School Leadership, but every member of staff is, in a way, becoming a leader in a particular area. As we'll see, continued professional development, distributive leadership and detailed use of data for tracking at Key Stage 2 are all helping Leighton's children reach their potential. The school lies on the cusp of an urban regeneration zone in Crewe. 20% of children there are living in the lowest 5% of disadvantaged communities. In 1999, only 47% of children left with a level 4+ in English. But the community and school leaders wanted success for their children, and within 5 years, that figure had risen to 95%. The Deputy Head at Leighton supports the staff development, which has contributed to that improvement.
I've been coaching 2 cohorts of staff over the last 2 years, and a number of those staff have been involved in literacy projects. Literacy projects involving drama, introducing drama with extended writing. One of our staff at the moment is currently working on a SEAL project, which is looking at social emotional aspects of learning with the hope of improving boys' writing in particular.
Would you say that the human brain is the most wondrous thing on earth?
After the club, children are given the chance to develop their philosophical ideas into a piece of writing or a presentation incorporating a sense of audience.
Everyone sees different things, so wonder is different in other people's eyes. Tom, what do you think is wonderful?
My mum.
Grace, do you think Tom's mum is wonderful?
No, I think my mum's wonderful.
As far as funding them in terms of their particular specialisms are concerned, the payoff is in respect of the children's improvement in their literacy skills, their literacy knowledge.
Wonder. 7 wonders of the world make our eyes stare. They were once important, now they are bare. This building I see in front of me, and I think to myself, this is a wonder, I am sure. 7 wonders of the world make our eyes stare. They were once important, now they are bare.
We're a school that hasn't got a hierarchy of management, basically. I mean, we have basically, everybody is a middle leader in our school, and I think that has probably been the strength of the school. The fact that people are, innovative, they are taking on new aspects of learning, they're taking on new challenges, and they're running with them. They're not They're not sort of being brought down from above, they're sort of disseminating from them, basically.
An assembly for the whole of Key Stage 2 is an ideal opportunity for Literacy Coordinator Jo Dyson to demonstrate her recommendations for integrating different aspects of literacy into schemes of work across the curriculum. For several weeks, this Year 6 class has been learning about the English Civil War.
Women in the 17th century would wear a shift and a bum roll to make them look more round. Over the top of that, they would wear a long, heavy dress and a headdress called a hoit.
I think if you look at the units that are going on lower down, like in Year 4, they learn about PowerPoint presentations. So it's actually using those skills that they've learned lower down, spiralling it so it's built on and it's increased and it's developed so that you can still use that in Year 6.
As part of our history topic, we visited Nantwich to learn about life during the English Civil War. The activities that were included on our day: costumes, a tour of the town, and a study of the artefacts that were held at Nantwich Museum.
Staff at Leighton seek every opportunity to advance their teaching and share their skills. When it comes to leadership in her own subject area, the Literacy Coordinator's message is clear.
I think with literacy, it can't just be an insular subject. It has to be, for it to be successful, embedded throughout all subjects and all areas. And it's not just the reading and writing, it is the speaking and listening. It's also the presentation skills that the children learn. It's getting them to become more confident speakers and to be able to articulate themselves, really.
When she told us that we were going to do something about hero and villains, it made me jump and I wanted to research and find out about them. He ordered his soldiers to kill all the rebel soldiers. He burnt people alive. He took the soldiers to the House of Commons and threw the corrupt MPs out. Cromwell banned theatres, popular sports and eating on Christmas. I think Oliver Cromwell is a villain. My writing, there's like a bit of both sides, but mostly villain. I like to get all the gory bits in it as well.
So, dear diary, parliamentarians come round and put a soldier into my house. I couldn't believe it. They also took my pigs, my chickens and all my livestock. They expected me to feed him. It was terrible. I wanted to complain. He took up the whole bedroom, so he had to sleep on the floor in the living room.
What makes literacy tick here at Leighton is the combined vision from all staff, right from nursery, reception, all the way through to Year 6. We all want the children to achieve, and we passionately want that, and I think that's what makes us successful.
And perhaps the key to the combined vision which characterises literacy teaching and learning at Leighton is the school's detailed tracking of every single child's ability, achievement and progress.
Research suggests that 7 out of 10 teachers find diagnosis and assessment of a child's needs very difficult. Now, one of the things that we've tried to build in and feature within our reading programmes is an understanding of assessment and diagnosis, because the personalisation of learning is at the heart of our literacy.
Tracking at Key Stage 2 is managed by teacher Simon Dyson and the shared responsibility of all staff.
We've tried to devise a quantifiable method to look at which children are most likely to encounter barriers to learning. That involves looking at various aspects such as behavioural issues, medical issues, attendance, involvement with the educational welfare officer. Using this information, we then form a target group of children in each year group, and those children are monitored very carefully to ensure that progression is made.
In terms of literacy, sometimes you can get a plateau or a lull in learning. One of the things that we've attempted to do is to ensure that through our school development plan, the targets that we set ourselves for each year group are embraced by that plan, and then those targets are incorporated into each teacher's targets as far as their own performance management is concerned. So there is an expectation that children will move 2/3 of a level or 2 sub-levels, And there's a sense then the teachers will be disappointed if that's not achieved.
In the past, we've had 5 to 10% of children in each year group that have been reaching the end of year 6 and not achieving the age-appropriate levels, particularly in literacy. Over the last couple of years, this has been significantly reduced. And over the last 2 years, 100% of our pupils have left year 6 with a level 4 in writing. And I think the key to this has been the identification of children very early in Key Stage 1 that may have potential barriers to learning, and putting interventions in place such as talking partners, reading recovery, and also in Key Stage 2 the interventions such as the reading champions.
And this word is? And we see it in a lot of other words. Mash.
Another factor contributing to literacy improvement has been the management of transition from Key Stage 1 into Key Stage 2.
What would it be if I had 2 letters? Flash. I know these children from Key Stage 2, these Year 3 children, because I've worked so closely with them in Key Stage 1, and we have a very detailed tracking system throughout the school. So we have a very detailed profile of each child. We track them every half term with a running record, with high frequency words, letter knowledge, writing knowledge, reading, writing and spelling. Dash. Do you know that word?
Oh,
Dash.
that's from The Incredibles, a name.
It's a name, is it, from The Incredibles? Thank you for that, Thomas.
When the need for intervention is identified, everyone knows how and where to seek leadership because the head has clearly defined the roles and responsibilities of each member of staff.
All the staff are leaders. It emanates from the kind of work our lead professional does. She's a special needs coordinator within the school, but I like to call her the lead professional, the consultant professional, because her knowledge of reading is second to none.
I think the collaboration produces this wonderful confidence, and when you get confidence, people are able to take risks with their own learning, and this happens with the children. A lot of our readers at Key Stage 2 are automatic readers. The comprehension is there, it's been there, and it's been checked from the word go. And so that's just such a wonderful life skill. And I think parents and staff and pupils appreciate that.
Focused leadership, shared vision and clear goals are the foundation to literacy achievement at Leighton.
There is no secret. It is about layer upon layer of high quality provision. So you have a game plan. People work to that game plan, and you ensure that they have the professional development to achieve the kinds of standards that are achievable when everybody genuinely works together.